Welcome to episode 18 of my n8n podcast. This is part 2 of the episode 17, which happened with Johannes, my friend, when he had a train to catch in 30 minutes. And then I said, hey, Johannes, why don't we do something with n8n in these 30 minutes? And then we did it. It was so good, therefore I shared it. And I said, we're going to come back, and here we go. Part 2. Welcome back.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Thank you. So what I did yesterday was, Johannes, which you don't know about yet, is I built some chess games. So here you can see on my screen, I think it's the other one. I vibe coded a chess game in 3 different LLMs. You can see it here.
Mm-hmm.
And the results were amazing. Like in one prompt, I got a front end up and running for us. For the video, for the audience to know what are we going to do next, is for the next, 2 hours, maybe it's going to be a little bit longer, we're going to build an entire chess engine in n8n. And let's see how it goes. Let me quickly show you the front end. We'll only stick to cursor, the one that was really nice.
Mm-hmm.
But I ran the same prompt in the other 3. The result of cursor was really good. I did a post about this, went semi-viral, around 20,000 impressions only in 24 hours. And let's see how this thing looks like. And then before actually going there, I'd like to introduce you a little bit more. Let's quickly run this, and then I would love to hear more about you. Let's run it here. $3,001, right? Wonderful. So this is what we got in one prompt.
Ah, Chess Master.
It is a chess game that we actually have it. It's perfectly working. Look, all the moves, everything is working as
It's nice.
expected.
Can we do some tricky stuff? Can you play like pawn e5, the black pawn from before the king?
This is the king, right?
This is the king.
The black pawn goes to
up by
this one.
Up by 2 squares, yeah. Then just a random move from white with pawn on the side.
Okay.
Worse. The black pawn in front of the king, just one more to the front. Doesn't matter. Just make a random move with white. Maybe one of the rook pawns, just one up. It's white's turn. White's turn. One of the pawns in front of the rook.
One of the pawns in front of the rook. This one?
Yeah, but just the white one.
The white one?
The white one, just up by, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
All right. Now the black pawn in front of the king. In front of the king.
Where's the king? This is the king.
The guy with the cross on top. Yeah, that just move it up by 1.
And not kill it.
Don't kill it. Just move 1.
Yeah.
And now the queen pawn, the white one in front of the queen.
The pawn in front.
The pawn in front of the queen. Just move it by 2.
By 2.
And see if by the black pawn you can capture it. So take the black pawn in front of the king.
This one?
No, the other one. The other advanced one, and try to don't capture the knight, but go to the white square behind the queen pawn of white. So the other white square.
So tell me, D what? D3?
D3.
It can't go there.
It would be a legal move. It's called en passant. It's the one wacky rule in chess. It probably doesn't have that.
No, it doesn't allow it.
Yeah, but this is in chess actually a legal move. If you,
it's a legal move.
It's legal. It's perfectly fine.
Legal move.
It's a legal move. I'm sorry.
Okay. It sounds like it's illegal move.
It's a move you can make. So you can capture a pawn that's just moved 2 squares as if it had captured 1 square. And
so in chess you could do this move.
You could do this move. It captures the pawn, and you take the pawn
so you could
off
go
the board.
There. But this
you
is
have
not
arrows.
Huh?
Is that an arrow of the chessboard?
No.
Oh, that's a arrow. All right, that would have been amazing.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, it's unimportant. En passant is not super important. It doesn't happen often, but it's the one wacky rule in chess, and I was just curious.
No, I'm not sure if one prompt could actually allow that kind of a move.
But it can castle, because that's actually important. It
can?
I don't know. Let's just test that. It's black's move, so just make a random move with black. Doesn't really matter what it is.
There you go.
Then the pawn in front of the king, e2.
This one?
Yeah, go to e3. Black random move.
Black random move.
The bishop on f1 goes to e2. Bishop on f1.
Sorry, black or white?
White. f1.
White, f1.
Goes to e2.
Goes to
e2.
e.
In front of the king. Just
2.
Yeah, there.
Oh, I see. So I empty this part. And
yeah,
then
I just want to see if you can castle. Just random black move.
Random black
now
move.
The king. You have to touch the king.
It goes inside.
Yeah, it has to go 2 moves.
It should go to 2 moves, right?
Yes.
It can't.
It cannot castle.
It cannot castle.
All right.
Let's actually. I don't want this to become like a vibe coding session, but let's actually do that.
Yep.
It should be able to bring that feature in place. This is the one. I think it can. So I'm gonna just say this. Let me put my super whisper. Can you please make sure that we have the castle king inside? How's that described?
The ability to castle, I would say.
The ability to castle in this game. Right now, it doesn't have this feature. Actually, it's blocking. In the screenshot, you can see that this move should be allowed for the king to go to.
I think as an LLM, it's likely to understand what castling means. So if you just tell it to allow it to castle,
right. I'm just
maybe it just does.
Exactly. So let this thing run. Hopefully it's gonna work off the shelf because we have the.
It doesn't matter. I can just play an opening where you don't castle early. That's fine.
Yeah, but I would like to see, because what I also did as a part of the initial prompt, that one prompt, is that if you refresh, you see the whole game is played again. So it's already in local storage of the browser.
Got it.
So it rearranges it in that sense.
And that's a single prompt. Basically, give it a chessboard that.
That's just a single prompt. One single prompt, very accidentally prompt.
What's funny about it is that this kind of looks like the early chess engines, like the look and just the optics of what it's built feels like those looked when I was young, which is really cool.
The optics of this wasn't so. Let me see if I can show you the ones that I have added in the LinkedIn post. So the LinkedIn post that I did has a screenshot of all of them. Here, I built that in three different LLMs. I built it in Cursor, Gemini,
and
Claude Code. The best I could see was from Cursor.
Yeah, it looks really cool and it's actually functional. And
it was something I really liked, therefore I picked this one. So let's see if Cursor is still working on it. Let's see how it goes. But as I said, I'm gonna quickly take some time to do an intro with you. Tell us more about yourself, and I think you prepared something for us to do some chess introduction stuff. And then after that, we'll go to n8n, and then we'll pick our n8n chess engine that we built last time, and then we're gonna build the entire thing in n8n, the backend for this front end that we are right now building with Cursor. So tell us about yourself.
Yeah, so I've done a lot of stuff during my life so far. I've worked in finance, in startup financing. I've done a lot with financial market data. I've been COO for startups, and together with Amal, we've always constantly done stuff together, sometimes big stuff, sometimes small stuff. And I think we both really enjoy building things and actually seeing them work. Me more on a business side with some dangerous half knowledge about coding, and Amal
dangerous half knowledge.
Amal more on coming from the other side. So it's always felt like a great connection, because what I'm really interested in but not that knowledgeable about, Amal knows really deeply, and if I may say so, in some cases maybe even vice versa. That's also true for some business stuff.
Yeah, I admire, like, it has been 10 years, almost 10 years we know each other. I admire the knowledge you have across a lot of things, not only just LLMs in this world of chess and things that we're going to do today, but business and things that you're very good at. By the way, just a small detour because this is going to go away. Right now, the browser is being used by Cursor. Chrome is being controlled by automated test software. It's kind of like Cypress end-to-end testing, if you
I know that.
have seen this before. So it's kind of like that, running and then kind of like taking care of the whole moves. It checks what it does. Right now, in the back end, somehow it got stuck, but here you can see something is happening. I don't know what to click. Remember my voice. Open Cursor browser. Yeah, Cursor. Oh yeah, indeed, it has also its own browser. But anyways, so this was one of the reasons that when I came back to Cursor last night, building this UI, and I was like, wow, it changed a lot. In the past 2 months, I didn't open Cursor. I was more on Cloud Code, but now it's totally a different thing. So AI coding is evolving so fast. Yeah. So I was saying, I admire the knowledge and everything you acquired throughout these 10 years. When we met each other, we were 10 years younger and 10 years less wise than today. And throughout this time, we grew.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and we met in. Should we see some old school footage?
Of course, yes, from Koblenz.
From Koblenz, and we met for the very first time. I was doing my master's in AI in Koblenz University called Web Science, and then somebody told me Startup Weekend 2016. So, or 15. Sorry, I have to write Koblenz, otherwise there will be too many of them.
Yeah,
here.
that's you.
That's that's you. That's me. That's Surya, my wife. And this is where we went for the first time 9 years ago, man. That's a long time.
It's a long time.
And then this is our first time meeting each other, and this is the first time we got there. What do you remember from that day?
Not sleeping a lot.
2.5 days, right? 2.5 days of building a business in a weekend. That is crazy time. Like, but I think as happened since then is like we really grew as an individual to friends, seeing each other pretty much frequently for such a long time, being there in the city, and you travel a lot in Berlin, so that was crazy good times. Time flies, man. Time flies. Alrighty, let's go to the change that this system brought into this. So now, there you go.
Now just go to. Yes.
You see? Vibe coding works. We just vibe coded this in a few seconds, and then we added a new feature. Wonderful. This is amazing. Cursor, with one very fuzzy prompt that I used with dictation tool, added a feature here in our chess game. That was amazing. Now let's go and build this in n8n. the chess engine. We're going to build the chess engine in n8n. So let's go do that. Isn't it a good time for you to take over and then do the presentation thing?
I think that's a really good time. I'll just talk about it for 5 minutes, I think.
Do you have any slides or something? Or
no,
just
I don't. Okay. I don't.
Let me know what kind of pictures should I pull on the screen.
It doesn't matter. Okay. It's quite a short explanation of...
Okay, so if it's more talking, then I'm going to toggle the video in this way.
Yeah.
So we can be side by side. Yeah.
So I think for what we're doing here, it's probably necessary to talk a bit about how chess engines work. So AI in chess as an idea is actually, I think, 80 years old. The first mention of it that I know is from a paper from the, I think, late 30s or early 40s. As a concept, of course, without anything being built. The first serious idea to build an actual chess computer, something that plays chess at a master level, is by the then world champion Mikhail Botvinnik from the Soviet Union. And it's really interesting because...
In which year is this?
I think pioneer, like late 70s. I think 77 is the year I have in my head. And it's interesting because it's very different from modern chess engines in that he tried to make it like a grandmaster thinks. So a modern chess engine works really differently from a human. If we go back to before AI became important in chess, which was even a bit before ChatGPT came out, before that, you basically had lots of variations from the computer with extremely heavy pruning. So a human, because chess is such a big search tree, we can't do as much search as a computer. But humans tend to be fairly good, if they're decent chess players, at evaluating a position.
Yeah.
So I know what I want. I know what's good in some positions. I mean, sometimes I don't. But as a human, generally, compared to a computer, I'm fairly good at, is this that comes out at the end of my calculations on this branch of the tree, is that a decent position? Is that something I want? I know this in chess in general, of course, as a human, but I know this even better in some, let's say, opening systems I know really well, or in some endgames I just know.
Yeah.
A computer is much better at searching, but traditionally much worse at evaluating.
Sorry, guys, for the interruption. This flickering on the screen was something I really didn't like. We fixed it, and here we are back. Sorry for the interruption, Johannes. Please take it back.
So, in terms of and what Botvinnik was trying to do is basically make the computer think like a human, to understand the position like a human. And what you see here on screen is my bonus question: if what we're building performs really well. It's a position from Botvinnik against Capablanca that he himself used for benchmarking his engine. It also happens to be, in my personal opinion, one of the most beautiful combinations in chess, even though it's not super complicated, but it was for a long time. So until, I believe, the late 90s, the early 2000s, when computers started to overtake humans in playing good chess, this is a position that was used a lot to check, does a computer actually see this? Because now, like, this is just a cheap engine in my browser, just standard stockfish. It's much better than any human could play, but it's not, not the best you could get. So even these engines now just see the entire combination, just because our computers are much more powerful now. But before we had such power at our disposal, this was quite complicated. So the combination is a bishop sacrifice for apparently nothing if you don't calculate very far, but I'm getting the queen away from the protection of this square, and that means I can that means I can give this check. The knight can't take because it's pinned to the king, so I have to take with this pawn. And after a check where the king can only go here, I take the knight, and black is basically going to be mated in a couple of moves. There's not much he can do about it, but he has a lot of checks, and it's complicated for early engines to understand, is this a perpetual check? So can black just keep giving check forever and it's a draw? Or can he not and it's winning? It turns out there isn't a perpetual, so it's winning. But this is my benchmark if our LLM should perform really well. I'm quite curious because Botvinnik himself tested this against his engine, and at first it didn't give bishop a3. It gave, I think, knight h5, and he was really sad about it, and then made his engineers who were building it, because he was quite old at the time already, I think, he made them implement some other measures, and then finally the engine found bishop a3. That's the story he himself tells in the book. Wow. So I'm quite curious with what we're trying to do, if our setup can do this.
I have got an idea, Johannes. Right now, our engine has a small kind of like similar, I don't know if it's using the same notation or not.
Yeah, it's using the same notation.
What we could do is, while we're talking, we could put, where's your screen
I'll give you...
stopped screen sharing? No.
Yeah, I can stop if you want to.
No, I want your screen. Here. Okay. So what I want to do is, meanwhile we start the n8n part, what I want to do is kind of like create a feature that would take this screenshot, maybe take the screenshot like this, so that
I can just give you the notation. I have the FEN.
This one.
Yes,
perfect.
Yes.
You send me this in the chat?
Yeah.
In the chat of this. And what I want to do is I want to ask Opus 4.5 to do me a favor and build a little feature that will allow me to do the following. Let me actually prompt it here. Let's actually... no, it's okay. Can you please create a feature where I should have like a big input box somewhere, or a button that would open a model dialog where it should have an input box, and then in the input box I should be able to write or copy paste an FEN format, and then the entire board should be loaded exactly in that FEN.
Yeah, I'll just stop presenting so I can see your stuff in big.
Okay. Then, so what I would like to do now is, because we'll be going back and forth a lot between our screens, what would make sense is that in the game that we're running, in this game, we have a way to load your FEN. So if that feature is done, then we can literally go to the engine that we made last time, and then we start creating this thing. So let's go to n8n already and kind of like restart what we did there. So if you remember, we had this very, how do you call it? Very basic possible n8n setup.
Yeah.
We're going to go back with the same approach again.
Yeah, so what we basically did was to try to give the LLM memory, so it remembers the actual moves.
Yeah, I have a different idea now. We don't need to even store the memory anymore in the database or in the n8n world anymore. The reason is because we have a front end. The local storage of the front end becomes the memory.
You could do that, yeah.
So whatever is stored here, that's gonna be the memory of.
Yeah, you can do that. I told it to store in the prompts I wrote. I told it to store standard notation. So FEN is the standard notation for board position, and PGN is for the moves.
Yeah.
I did tell it to store both in databases, so it expects that. So we just have to change the prompt.
So we had this from last episode. We had this kind of an thing. The entire memory part is going to go away. We don't need this anymore. And you also give me. Let me quickly paste this here. Chess engine. Let's call it chess engine. You also give me a system prompt, right?
I gave you a system prompt, yeah, just
So
via WhatsApp, I think.
Find it out and put it here.
Maybe do the last one first. The general should go first, and then the others.
Okay. So the notation goes first as a system prompt?
No, the one that says general. So there's two messages. The last one says just general instructions. You might want to give it that first.
Let me bring the whole text here first. The general is the system prompt.
Yes, and then the rest as well.
Oh, there you go. The
prompt.
notation loader is there.
Oh, that's pretty. It even gives example. Yes.
Wow, this is so cool, isn't it?
Yep.
So this is the move that made the guy upset.
Yes.
What's his name?
Mikhail Botvinnik.
Mikhail. So Mikhail was so upset because his move was so load game. Why is it keep loading the
just
browser?
load FEN.
It's cursor is still working on it. So let's let cursor finish. But it actually did the job very well. I will let this run in the background and then load the game. That one.
That's not the position.
I just need to.
Yeah, just repaste it. This is.
I think it was this one.
No. This is an example it gave. This is not.
Let me bring it from your call then.
Yep.
Let me pull your call out of there so we can easily go to your call.
Yeah, FEN should be LLM friendly because it's very descriptive. It just says row by row which pieces it
So there you go. So you can come up with so many things, and then we can do this.
Mm-hmm.
And to be honest, this game is becoming so cool for me. I'm gonna push it. Added load FEN feature. Oh, even I don't have GitHub for this. I'm gonna do this later. I'm gonna fall in love with this game less and spend more time on our n8n world because that is.
This is kind of like to not have a Git is now somehow viable, and this was unthinkable 2 years ago.
No, I just did it last night, and I was so busy, and then went to bed. So now let me go to the n8n that we were talking about.
Yep.
This one. So this chess engine will not have memory because all the memory is coming from the front end. So this front end is going to contain all the memory. The memory will come from here. Was it the same? Yeah, this is the same one. Yeah. So this is the memory. Every single time we keep sending this FEN to the backend, which is going to be this one. It's not going to be a chat engine. It's going to be a webhook. So let's gradually prepare this to do the whole thing.
So we get FEN in. Do you have a way to get FENs out?
Exactly. That's going to be the output of the thing. So I'm going to...
No, from the front end.
Yes, that's coming. Once the backend is ready, then I will ask the front end to send those requests there. So I'm going to do a quick post request here. Still FEN, this one. So I'm going to send a body. And that's going to just send the current FEN, I would say. Just the FEN. That's it. So if it sends the FEN, and that FEN is coming from... Why do I keep losing the call window? Here, it's the call window. Where is the call window? This one. Holy moly, it went to the other screen. So that is our chess window. This is our call window. So what we are going to do now is take this and send it from Postman to the webhook. The webhook got it. Now let's go to the webhook. The first thing I would like to do is pin it so that we don't need to refresh this again and again. And now your system prompt comes here. Let's bring that system prompt. The entire general is the system prompt.
Well,
right?
no, the entire thing. So it's more than that. The general is just the general instructions. What does it do? And then the other longer message is I gave it a way to evaluate positions, and the rest the body of that.
So that general goes until here. Here's a prompt notation. So this all goes as a system prompt. This is how you should play.
This whole thing should be system prompt, yes. At least for now.
Both general and
both general and the specific ones, yes.
Okay, nice. Then that's that. And now, where do I say that this is the current FEN? Give me the best move. Where's that thing?
Hasn't so far. So if we go to the system prompt, what I thought was that it just.
So it's gonna be this. Give me the best move you would think for the following FEN. And that following FEN is the one that's coming from the front end, like this. This is going to be the move that it will come out with. Now, the move that it will come out is going to be another FEN. Not sure if this FEN is...
could you just make this bigger? This is
not in the right notation, right?
Well, this conflicts with my system prompt, because typically when you do a chess game, right, I don't give you the entire position each time. I just give you the move. So in my system prompt,
I see. Your system prompt, you say
my system prompt, I tell it exactly like how to give me a move. Which
where do you remember? Where was it?
Sorry, just open the message it gave back. The output it gave me. It's quicker. The output that you just showed me. This one.
The output is this. So I want the entire FEN, so it goes back to the board, and then the entire board is loaded again.
So this it appends the FEN. No, this message is actually good, because I want in chat a message. I want it to explain to me
what activity it created. Okay, then let me do it this way. Hold on.
Yeah.
What I want is not this. What I want is
you just cut this to just the FEN part.
Can you make an JSON object out of this? I know what it is. It's kind of like multiple kind of combined. We need this, right? And this is the next move.
Yeah.
This is the next move.
Yeah.
And these are...
No, sorry.
This analysis is correct?
No. What you're saying, the last one is not the next move. This is FEN after move, is the position after the move. And what's saying PGN is just the next move in PGN notation.
And this is also LLM friendly, so LLMs knows it.
You should just maybe relabel it to PGN next move, so it's clear it's not the entire PGN, it's not the entire game in move notation.
But these 3 dots is the correct notation in PGN?
Yeah. So this indicates that it's black's move and not white's move.
If I give this to the engine in here, it will do that move correctly.
It will do that move. Here, it just assumes that it's black to move, because in the system prompt...
that takes me to the next prompt.
So we have to wait. So what I built the system prompt around is it playing a game. We have to tweak it a bit, but I think we shouldn't do this generally. We should just do this in chat for this position. There we tell it, hey, you're white and you're white to move.
Okay, got it.
But what it's doing is reasonable. That's fine. I can play games against it like that with this prompt, and then if we give it a position or two, we'll just, have it.
Got it. So I need to quickly take a small detour to make sure that we are pushing this, because anyways, let's call it vibe chess. Vibe coding, vibe chess. It's a public repository, so anyone should be able to get this later on for their own projects. I'm gonna quickly push this so we have a GitHub so that we don't mess things up. There we go. And what I just added was, now what I want to add is the ability to load a PGN notation, a single move. I want an input box somewhere on the front end so that the same way as we loaded the entire game, I want to load a single move. So we can test it individually so that we will bring that one move from our n8n to the front end. So let's do that.
I think the pipe, like the way that the LLM communicates with the board should just be moves.
Yes. Yeah. So one move. Can you please build another feature where I should have a PGN format only for one move? So if I send that as an input box somewhere on the UI just for testing, it should move that particular round. And for the sake of simplicity, put a round picker, so black and white as a drop down, so that I can pick and then give that PGN and then click on execute move, and then it should execute that move. The reason I did this is because right now we can kind of like hard code it that you are player white, system is player black, but we'll do this PGN move, next move, to kind of like create a little testing UI for us in there. And then what we're going to do now is take this, go to our n8n workflow, which is somewhere here, I believe. There we go. No. And then we need a structured output from this. And it's going to be this structured output. I believe it's going to work. And there we go. This gives me... I think this is now giving the entire
PGN, which I don't like. It gives queen e7 as a move, I think. That's what it's trying to do.
No, for the sake of easy front-end move, I need this to be in one go. Maybe your prompt is, you see this /n? That means new line, new line.
Yeah, I understand.
I don't like this.
Yeah, sorry, what it's giving me is the position. So in here, it gives me the FEN and then the move.
Hold on,
so that's
we don't need this part. We just need the next move, right?
Yeah, which is queen e7. Like, it's after this. So if you take away this part, then you'll be fine.
So if I do this, I think it's this.
No. That's wrong. This is just a notation.
How about this?
Yeah,
if I do this, PGN next move.
Yeah.
And also put this in the system prompt as an important note. Not the entire PGN.
Yeah, not the entire PGN or FEN.
Shouldn't we use the same, like one format, FEN or PGN? Or
well, FEN is the position, PGN is the moves.
Move. I see. Okay, I thought it's
like
different.
If you put a chess game, normally you put it in PGN.
Okay.
So I know what a chess game starts with, and then I give you all the moves in PGN notation.
Got it. So now this is correct move.
Yes.
So if I copy this, hopefully cursor is done.
It should maybe give the move number as well.
So let's see if the cursor put the move executor. Let's call it move executor.
Yeah,
move executor. So if I put the PGN and then execute move for, it's okay, white, or?
Yeah, it's okay.
No, actually, first let's load the game, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Was it this game?
It's just not a legal move in that position, so that doesn't make much sense. Wait. Stop. Just do it. No.
Oh, sorry. What?
Just go back to the move executor.
Yeah.
And put E4. Little E4.
For white?
For white. Yes. Now
no, the move executor works. I'm kind of like an ambassador for Cursor now.
Yes.
I like Cursor's latest updates. They have done a great job. Like, the amount of self-autonomy now Cursor gets in executing the task, it's amazing. Therefore, I blindly am going to get CP, added move executor feature to my repository without even testing it, because my confidence on cursor has gone up again after being in Claude Code for so long. Now, what I want to say is, let's load your game, okay? Let's load the entire game that we were playing here. The game that you had as a benchmark, right?
It's not a game. I just give you the position. I can find the game as PGN if you want to, but here.
This one.
This one.
Now,
just
what our backend? Why do I keep losing the backend here? Here, this is our backend's move, QE7 plus. So, is this a legal move or not? This is the.
So from white, no, this is not possible. There's a pawn in the way. So you couldn't play this.
So you can't play this one.
You cannot play this one because the queen...
Invalid move. Perfect. So yes. our move executor is correct, but somehow our LLM is hallucinating and not understanding this position correctly.
It just doesn't understand there's a pawn in the way. Otherwise, it's the best move, right?
Can we double check if our move is correct?
It might show actually something interesting about how it's thinking. So there's a pawn on e6, right? If you could just highlight it on e.
On ABC E and then
6.
This one?
This one. So this pawn is in the way. So that's why what it wanted to play is for the white queen to just take the black queen on e7. And it correctly says it puts the black king in check. But
it somehow do not remember that this is in front of me.
Yeah, exactly. So it doesn't understand there's something in the way. If, of course, this pawn didn't exist, it would take a free queen. So it would be the best move in the position if it was only possible.
But let's evaluate that. Let's find out what's the problem with that. So I am now going to do the following.
Maybe just maybe let's do it on the prompt side and just tell it, hey, if the move is illegal, just go back and redo it until you have a legal move.
It won't understand if the move is legal or not.
No, you can get that from the front end. The front end knows.
That's what I'm going to do.
Yep.
Without going to the back end. So what I want to do is here put another AI agent. So one AI agent's output is going to be checked by the other AI agent's output. This time it's going to be just the evaluator. It will say that, is this a legal move based on this FEN? That's what I'm going to do. So this AI agent, let's call this move chess move generator AI agent. And the other one will be chess move or move evaluator.
Yeah.
One AI agent is chess evaluator. The other AI agent is chess move generator. Well, it's all chess, so no need for the prefix. Now, OpenAI, I don't know which model is a good idea to put in the front and the back. So we will just go with the strongest model we can find. Well, actually, there is a problem with GPT-5. It auto-picks the thinking. So let me see which thinking model we have. Doesn't show it with that name in here. GPT-5 Pro, let's say. Use response API, built-in tools, web search, code interpreter. What I'm trying to find out is if there's a feature that I can indicate that go to the thinking mode. Reasoning effort here, high. So I'm gonna put reasoning effort high, so it reasons before it gives me an output. And the output could be, is it valid or not valid? If it was valid or invalid, then it can go in a retry and kind of like loop through a few times before
let it loop
generating
back 3 times. And if it gives you 3 legal moves, then it's probably really bad. So you have other problems.
So let's define our thing. Let's define our system prompt. You are a chess master. You evaluate chess moves and FEN notation. and evaluate whether the FGN notation, FEN notation is correct.
No, wait, sorry.
It's PGN, sorry.
Yes.
PGN notation is correct.
So whether just say move. So what we want to say is doesn't matter. Just master you.
Whether the PGN notation is correct. Correct considering
chess moves. Yeah, remove the and FEN notation. That's. So what we want to say is you're a chess master. You evaluate chess moves. You are given a move in PGN format and the current position in FEN format.
The current move in PGN format,
a move in
and the
current position in FEN format.
Chessboard position, or
yeah, that's fine.
Your task is
to evaluate whether the move is legal.
Yeah, and then all we need to get is evaluate this move, and what I want to do is give the entire move in here. So the entire move should be good to go.
What's the...
This entire thing goes here, so basically. The output, the move number, the analysis.
You basically just want the PGN next move.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's all. I'm just giving you PGN next move.
And also the...
And then you want the FEN after... the FEN before move.
I think it makes sense.
Wait. You don't get it from this string.
No, you get it from the webhook because
it
came from
the webhook. I want the FEN. Yeah,
exactly. So PGN next move. Now, if I let this run, I think what I'm gonna get is an arbitrary evaluation, but I don't need that. I want to evaluate it based on true false. So move. Valid move, yes, no.
Yeah.
Something like that. So if that worked, then
it should just give me legal moves in the end.
Yeah. And what I can do is once this happens, then I'll decide on how to architect it in a way that whether we should put a loop around this or kind of like retry based on a logic. I'll think about that in just a minute. I also have another idea, since we already got into this idea of like multi-agent systems. Request timeout. Let me rerun the whole thing because we did some editing while it was running. So I have another idea. Even if it was a valid move, it should generate 3 moves and then evaluate which move is a better move.
Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah.
You could do that. I mean, probably loop until you have 3 legal moves.
Yeah.
And then the evaluator does it. But I think it might be a good idea to just play a few moves against the pure generator and then see if it improves.
I will take it one at a time, especially that you see this AI agent is now taking a lot of time because this chess move evaluator as the deep thinking increased.
I think for just knowing whether it's legal, you can use a much cheaper model. Because
then we can increase the intensity of this model then.
Yeah, I think so.
The generator should have
you would want deeper reasoning to evaluate moves to say, is this move better or not? So it's actually quite close to, this is why this is so interesting what we're doing. This is close to how you would teach humans chess, right? If they learn it. So the way that you do it in complicated positions is basically you do what we call candidate moves.
Yeah.
And you think about what would I want to play most if it's possible. That's a very common tactical device. If you're in a position like the one I showed that's tactically quite complicated, then you would think about what would I want, what is there in the position, and then what moves would I like to make, and what moves just to my intuition make sense. And then you evaluate, like, this candidate move, is it tactically possible? Is the outcome viable strategically? So you do, in essence, humans do very much what we're talking about in certain positions. There are other ways to think about some others, but this is really close to something you would teach humans.
I see. Wonderful. Let's go. I was timing out. I just increased the timeout to 60 minutes. So let's see if now whether the move is legal and whether or not that's a good move. And I believe that it's gonna generate a good outcome because now it's super slow. It's gonna be like 2-3 minutes each. But I think it's way too much, right?
Let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah. Do medium.
It was medium, I think.
Yeah. No, I think. Oh, okay.
It used to be medium.
Right.
No, I think just the legal one we can reduce it to medium.
Yeah. At least it's. If you're just now asking whether it's legal, you could even go lower. But let's see how it does.
Even I think the ChatGPT 5 Pro is too strong.
You can do something simple like I checked it with PGNs a lot to just ask random LLMs whether moves are legal. Even like the cheapest ones I could find could do it. Like even ChatGPT 3 could, for example.
This is 60,000 milliseconds. That means 1 minute. 122 minutes. Let's give it like a lot of time. So if 60,000 seconds is 60 seconds, that's gonna make it 60 minutes, right?
No, 10.
10. Yeah, 10 minutes is enough. 10. Then let's give it a shot.
Right. So, I mean, we just now started with quite a complicated position.
Well, that's,
so something else.
That was also one thing we should have not done, right?
So this is.
So do you have another position I should load in the game?
Well, just starting position.
What's the let's load another position in the system.
It has a quick load example starting position that makes a lot of sense to just do. If you go to load fen.
Load fen.
This is just something you're.
This is the starting position.
Yeah, this is starting position. This is just something you're.
Silent defense.
Sicilian. Yeah.
Sicilian.
This is one of the most common openings.
End game puzzle. This is the one that we use in the prompt as the end game. So we don't need to kind of like copy paste it from Google Meet. I love vibe coding.
Yeah. On the other hand, it's still a bit. It's of course not an end game we have here, right? This would be classed as a middle game position, but
I see.
That's kind of beside the point.
So what did you want to do? Like
so if you just have a Sicilian here, I think what we should do to just see how it plays, if you just make it much lower in terms of intensity, if you just make it give moves, here it should know what's going on. Like so we did this last time.
Which move should I give?
Give it maybe something slightly offbeat. Give it C3.
C3.
It's called Alapin Sicilian, and now let's ask the LLM what it would play with black.
For that I need I need a current fen. This is what you were saying, right? What's the current fen? I should be able to copy it from a button.
Yes, exactly.
Then let's go to cursor. Can you please implement another feature which should be showing the current fen format and a copy button next to it? If I click it, it should copy the entire fen string. This is the perfect format for my YouTube, because my YouTube is about n8n, AI agents, and vibe coding. And right now, this is a perfect example because we're doing vibe coding of the front end and the back end and everything, and therefore I want to go for...
So let's see how it does.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's still running. Damn, this is so much.
We have to go over the prompt later, but...
hold on. 2 minutes, 51 seconds.
Just stop it.
No, give it time. I want to see the final result.
Okay.
So you want to
on here, if you just copy the PGN from wherever we put it, didn't we make the current PGN? Yeah, no, not
what do you mean?
The thing you just made, the current FEN, it's on top of this. Yeah, there on copy.
Yeah.
Just copy that, put it into some kind of text editor, and I can tell you whether it's correct.
Oh, you want this?
I can see this. Just make this a bit bigger.
Like this?
This, yeah. Yeah, that looks correct to me.
So it's the current
I'm
board
pretty convinced
state.
That's the If we want to actually check it, just reload this. Just go load position, and load this
you're
back.
Right. So if we copy this.
Well, this is now no. Now you
no.
So you go
got your point.
Load at the end, Sicilian defense.
Sicilian load.
And just make moves.
And then
you can make them on the board.
Make this move.
Yeah, make this move.
And then
copy FEN.
And then
load position FEN.
Load position and starting position.
No.
Now load position. I reset the memory local storage because now this one
and
load
see
position.
Yes.
No, it's correctly working. All right, so. What's next? The next is to see if this thing is done. It's still running. It's 4 minutes. Let's give it time. Let's see.
What might be is that the system prompt I gave is crashing with your normal prompt. That might be what
I believe
it does.
It's the time to go through your system prompt, huh?
Yeah.
So play a game of chess. You play as black. Unless otherwise instructed. Give your moves
Standard notation, maybe just say PGN, but
and try to make sure the best moves possible. Use criteria below. Better than. What do you want? Please save the moves in standard PGN notation.
Yeah, I mean this kind of clashes with what we've just done a bit, right? So
no, that's fine.
It does.
Evaluation, choose move when evaluating position. Focus on achieving. It's just that we increase the intensity of the model.
Right.
Yeah, it's also ChatGPT Pro, so it's going to cost me a lot of tokens, right? Oh, hey, timeout. 5 minutes timeout. We should have.
Can you just do this with something really cheap? So just the absolute something really quick.
That's gonna be GPT 4.1 mini.
Yep.
4.1, even 4.1, not mini.
Yeah.
Let's give it a try.
So if we do this,
this is still that move of the Mikhail.
Let's not give it.
The Mikhail guy.
Yeah, let's not give it Botvinnik's move, but let's just give it starting position. And
what should be the starting position? What should be the FEN? Let's pick it from here.
Yeah, pick the FEN.
This is good. Can we give it this one?
Let's just go load position, starting position.
This is okay.
No,
load position.
Let's add actual chess game like starting position.
This one,
yeah.
Even.
Yeah, I'll play something.
This is a very simple one.
Yes, but I'll play something a bit wacky, and then the position gets much more complicated, and we can see how well it does.
Oh no, I'm gonna wire them up so that you can play it already.
Yeah, I know. And
then we can even give it to your system. So then let me finish the wiring.
Yes.
So that we can play from the front end, and then the back end can execute.
Let's do that.
Okay, then let me quickly finish the wiring of this thing. So I need to see if it's gonna run. Okay. Please check your parameters. What am I losing here? GPT 5 mini, let's say, is doing that part. Okay. Not sure if that suggestion was correct. Where QG
Queen G5
5.
in the starting position. No, that's complete.
Not in the starting position, in the Mikhail's position. Still Mikhail's position.
Still,
Let me.
Queen G5 is a legal move, yes.
Legal move, yeah. But let me give this.
It's not correct, but it's it makes a lot of sense to play.
Okay, then let me give this move to the guy and see what it says. And evaluator is saying it's a correct move.
Yes,
and
yeah,
if
that'd
it
be correct.
is a correct move, then if it's a Boolean true, then only respond to webhook. What did you say? FGN?
I think we said PGN next.
PGN.
Next move.
Next move. The front end is not yet ready for. What's that gonna be?
No, you have a move.
We have the move executor, but
yeah.
I don't know what's.
Yeah, the webhook doesn't know.
I'll have to exactly. I have to wire the webhook.
Yeah, exactly. But that's the same thing that it would expect from that front end thingy.
Yes. So this should
be simple.
The trick. Otherwise, well, in the false case, if I put it back here, it should do an infinite loop, but we will have some logic to break this infinite loop at some point in time. Well, in the otherwise case, I'm just gonna keep an eye on it from here. And what else for the stitching I will need to do is publish this. And well, you and I come from product development world. The amount of work we're doing here and the speed, it's so amazing, isn't it? Like this much of backend development, it will take us forever to do it.
I mean, I've, to be honest with you, really looked at n8n, I think 2 weeks ago in earnest. I've checked it out before a bit, but I haven't really tried to like even do stuff with it until shortly before Christmas when I had a bit of time.
Yeah,
it's mind-boggling.
Exactly. So let me do this. Can you please connect the backend with the following API information? It's unauthenticated. So whenever the white moves, then automatically trigger an HTTP request to this backend. The payload should have only one key called FEN and then send the entire current FEN. And the response would be FEN underscore next underscore move.
PGN underscore next move.
No, it's the dictation tool. I'm gonna fix it. Next move. And the response would be this. Request payload. This would be if I take a curl from there and then bring it here, but that's okay. Request payload, response payload. The response payload comes from this agent. And give me a correct move. E7, for example. E2, for example. Is that the correct move?
From the starting position?
Whatever position. No, based on this position.
Based on this position, no, it's not. E4 is one.
E4?
Oh, sorry, that's... Oh, you mean the botwinning position, is that?
No, then let's go with the simple position, so that...
Yeah, starting position is... Yeah, just quickest from your front end. Just here, copy PGN. Current FE... Sorry. No, I'm doing
this
it.
Is correct,
current
right?
FEN copy. And then paste that.
Where was it? In my Postman here.
Yep, and then PGN next move. E4 is...
E4, S?
Yeah, best by test.
S?
No, E4, best by test. That's what Bobby Fischer always said about
PG
E4.
and next move. Then let's build this stitching thing first, and then I believe we can literally start playing, and then the backend will run. And if it's failed, let's think about the failure for a sec. Where's my backend? So if it fails, I want to for now respond with an error so that we can replay from the front end. We don't need to do the so something like that. Now, what I want to do is tell cursor if the chess engine fails to generate
a move.
Look at that, what it's doing.
Yeah,
I was going to say that what is it gonna do when as a loader it already thought cursor already thought about I'm gonna put a thinking is AI thinking mode. So without me saying it in the prompt, it already thought about it. So if the chess engine fails to generate a move, please show a message, a toast message on the UI. Here is the payload you are supposed to get when the chess engine fails to move. There you go. Another good feature about cursor, if I hit enter, it's going to queue it. And then once the whole execution of the previous prompt is done, and then it will execute the next prompt. So I'm liking cursor again. I used to do cursor a lot, and then I went to Claude Code, and now I'm back to cursor, and I love all the tooling around this.
Yeah, I'll do more with it. I'm liking what I'm seeing.
And especially with this agent mode, this is amazing. Like this whole thing is amazing. All right, so isn't it so, as you said, mind-boggling that we are having a podcast and we are building a very complex thing that used to take really serious programming experience to build a front end like this with drag and drop features, with turn features, with that much logic, and also the backend for that, like the entire engine, the thinking engine. Isn't that mind-boggling that we can build this product by having fun?
I have literally built this, I think about 6 years ago, just to for learning some Ruby, and
it took you how long?
Well, I didn't know much. I didn't know much at the time, so I think it might have taken me a weekend.
Yeah, I forgot to push the FEN copy feature, this feature that we built. Current FEN, but it's okay. We're going to push two features together, which is a bad idea.
I close my eyes.
We should atomically push or get things. The future of enterprise product development is changing with AI agents and AI coding platforms. Don't you agree with that?
Yeah, I agree with it. I think it's not clear where the ceiling is. I think nobody knows because so far we haven't hit it.
Yeah.
And it's already changed a lot. I have no clue where it ends or where progress gets much slower. Right now, it just feels like a runaway chain reaction.
Right. And also in 2026, one thing I'm kind of like anticipating is that the enterprises, like big enterprises, big organizations, are going to run after AI automation, AI agents, and AI, adopting AI as a whole concept, because they waited for so long in 2025, and because all the implementations out there in the far west, Europe, far west, US, North America as a whole, they did a lot of implementations. I read the number $644 billion, and around between 75% to 90% of them are going to fail by 2027. So that's an anticipated number.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I mean, it's somewhat expected in startup terms. It's just much harsher because it's gone so much more quickly than even normal startups.
Yeah.
But what makes me think that the adoption is sustained and really deep is that really everyone is doing it, and that everyone is not only talking about AI but is doing something with it. And even if that's just, asking ChatGPT how your old software works in the case of a carpenter.
Right.
I've seen, I've done quite a bit of work with government lately. You see even in government offices that they're trying to find ways to integrate AI in various ways. There's a lot of drive to do this, not only by having people on ChatGPT, but by having deeper integrations. And that makes me think that whatever happens, wherever maybe the technological ceiling for LLMs is, that even if the technology would not improve from now, there's a lot of integration, there's a lot of change in how we do business and frankly how we live our lives.
Yeah.
From even if nobody improved the LLMs themselves anymore ever.
Yeah. I think it's inevitable. Let me see what's the error here. So the front end is integrated. We have a small error coming out of the backend. It just can't find it. There's an internal server error. Let me quickly find out what is that error. So it receives this, and it says unused response. I don't know. Okay, I know the error. It's because I have to change this to respond to webhook. Now I need to publish this change. Then the front end should just work off the shelf without any problems. There we go. So,
right, should we just go back to the starting position?
I will. Hold on. What was the starting position?
Load position, and it has one of the presets as starting position.
So load position, starting position,
yeah.
Load. If
we just play F4, like F2, pawn in front of the bishop next to the king,
F4,
go to F4.
AI is thinking, n8n is running, and n8n is trying to do a move. Let's see what is n8n doing. I will put n8n in here, just a sec. So
here I'm playing something pretty offbeat. This is called the bird's opening. It's a proper opening. It's sound, but it's less analyzed than a lot of other stuff, because what I found when testing this with just
gives an error.
Prompts.
Sorry to interrupt you.
No worries.
Let's do this one more time. So the move gave an error, which was invalid JSON. Oh, D5. Okay, got it. This is a problem in my thing. I just need to put this in quotation marks.
But in terms of the payload, I'm really happy, because D5 is
a good move.
It's a good move. It's the most commonly played move also after F4. So this is kind of the funny part about the prompting I gave it, the system prompts, and the evaluation equation I gave it. I basically gave it really basic principles that I would teach to somebody learning chess.
A kid.
And told it, hey, king safety is really important. If you're about to get mated, nothing else matters.
I see.
Then just try to not get mated, or if you're just mating your opponent, do that. But if that's not the case, then do an evaluation of the position.
All right. So AI is thinking, is running. This is the move. Let's see if the chat. There we go.
Yeah, and I gave it material and some dynamic factors like.
So it moved to
activity.
d5.
Yes.
d5. That's a good one.
That's a good move. That's the best move in the position. Do knight f3. Knight. Take the knight from, or maybe from g1. G1.
So hold on. Which move should I do?
From white, the white knight on g1.
The white knight. Which knight? This one or
the other one?
G1.
Go to f3. Yeah. There.
F3.
No. This. Yes.
And then the AI is thinking again, and I expect another AI. There we go. It's another one running in the background.
Yeah, and what I'm trying to make it do is basically think like you would teach a human student. So
it moved
really
there.
In a really rough way,
work?
Very good move. Well, do you want the classical or the Leningrad here?
Should we now load the Mikhail's game and then play?
If you want to, yeah.
Let's do that.
I mean, I'm not sure it can do that yet, but we can check.
Let's see. What should we do? Like it's white's turn.
No. You have to make it. This is kind of the combination.
I should make it black's turn.
No, it's white's turn. You should make the white move here. So you should just give it a prompt. Hey, contrary to what we're telling you in the general prompts, you are white, and you should make a move for white.
Okay, so I can ChatGPT that. Like
yes.
Well, this is the ChatGPT I don't want to do. This is the ChatGPT I want to do. So if I give this, what is the next move I should play? I'm just kind of like going with
you can do that
with the very vanilla one.
Yeah,
I don't need your system prompt for this, just to get like one possible move.
If you do this, I did this with a lot of LLMs, and I've never gotten the correct move. If I tell it to evaluate the position, it tells me, depending on which model you use,
so
some right, some wrong.
It's misunderstanding the move then.
No, it's just, this position is actually hard to understand. Yeah, Queen e7, the same mistake the other one made.
Exactly. So
this is not a possible move.
So now let's take it to our AI agent then.
Yep.
Huh? Because our AI agent made a good move, right?
So in the bird's opening, not in it made Queen g5, which is So
if you remember that, then let's just blindly go and play that move.
Yes, you can do that.
Let's go and play that move.
No,
here.
let's play the correct move and let it defend as black. That should be fine as well. So play the bishop to a3, the bishop on b2.
I need to keep an eye on the n8n execution as well. So let's put this one here.
So the correct tactic that wins this is bishop to a3. So if we play this,
sorry, which one?
The white bishop on b2.
So the white
bishop on b2. This one goes to a3.
Goes to a3.
Yes. So here.
And now the AI is running. And this AI agent is gonna do a move for the black.
Exactly.
So let's see where it
What would be interesting is if you would show me the entire JSON. What I'm interested in is so what move it gives is interesting as well. There's basically only one really for a human, which is taking you could think about other stuff as well.
Okay.
You could think about other stuff, but I'm expecting it to take the bishop. I think queen e8 is something you would calculate as well, maybe.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Oh, it's part of the... Okay, so this moved here. Oh, it was an invalid move. It created an invalid move. So let me... How do we see the toast message here? Doesn't... Maybe it came and then it went back when I received the phone.
Maybe it just
So let me
just this one frame or something.
Evaluate this. What was the actual move? So the move happened, and then it generated a move like this. So the move itself was Q.
Queen takes a3 is a possible move. That's what I meant. Bishops on the a3. Let me just double check. But yeah, bishops on a3. You would queen takes a3 is correct.
This is correct. So then our second AI agent is a bad AI agent because the evaluator is a not strong one. You see, it's GPT-5 Mini. Let's make this dude as well GPT. Well, this one I thought we made it for 1 Mini.
For one, just but
for one. Should we? So the evaluator is saying true.
Okay, then some.
Sorry, that's the wrong one. This is the right one. Let me copy this value in here. So what we received is a how do you call it? Let me put it this way. Let's double check the move itself. Is this the correct FEN or not?
Sorry, FEN is the position, not the move.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So whether or not the FEN was correctly portrayed.
You'd have to put it in. Yeah.
Is this move
looks right.
indicated in there?
Sorry, is this move indicated in there?
Yes.
Sorry, it takes time to read these because you just have to go through line by line. 7, 6, 3, 6 pp, bishop, knight, pawn, 3, knight, 1. Yes, it's correct.
Okay, so now if that is correct, then our API until here got it right. So I'm just gonna go on. Now this guy produced this one. You confirm that's a correct one because it's basically
queen takes bishop. Yes,
this one. This that's correct. But what went wrong was this one. This guy received this, and then it thought this is an incorrect one.
Yes.
And if I rerun it now, it's gonna generate the same move again, and it's probably gonna generate a true because LLM can regenerate different results each time. So let's see.
So, but that's very interesting to me. That I would have thought that even if you're just going by the text, the idea from because if we go a bit into what FEN as a notation is, if you just could take any FEN string and show it.
Any FEN string?
Yeah, maybe from the front end, that one.
Which one?
There's one under copy. If you just make this big, no, just show it. Just this is an FEN string that you see in the box. So this just describes what's on the board. 8 means 8 empty space squares. Then the slash
forward slash.
Yeah, that just means next row. And then small
lowercase
letters are black pieces.
Okay.
Numbers.
Each of these slashes
is a row, and then the.
So this means like first row is empty. 8.
First row is empty. Then you have a black pawn. Lowercase p, lowercase is black, uppercase is white, So P is a pawn, 3 empty squares, black queen, 1 empty square, king and
now
pawn.
I already know how to read it.
It's a really descriptive
it's easily
notation.
readable.
And
Okay.
I would have
see
thought
why
that
LLMs cannot read an FEN easily, because they kind of like need to remember what was in the first string. So once the string parsing happens, imagine if it arrived here. 3P means like, I'm really, really sorry for this little other interruption in this episode, and I think I'm gonna work on my tick even better. The podcast that you are watching will stop already at this time, so like literally from 25 minutes. So we literally missed these 12 minutes that we have, and I'm gonna recreate what's in those 12 minutes. And the reason that it happened was I was exporting this or compressing it in the train while watching a movie, and I ran out of disk space. The actual extracted version is this compressed version 2.8, but unfortunately I lost all the other ones. So I'm going to give you guys those 12 minutes of what we did in those 12 minutes. Unfortunately, without Johannes, what we did was we played the game. So now you can see the game is there. You can play the game. It goes to the n8n backend. It starts executing a move, and then based on that move, you literally can play the game. So what we build in that night is basically what you see here in front of you. Yesterday I was busy the whole day, so I couldn't finish this, and I'm just gonna play this and see if it captures or it can make a decision not to capture. So don't know what's gonna turn out to be the move from AI. Let's see that. And then I will kind of like close it with what we plan for the next steps and what you can do with this. So meanwhile it's running. Oh, there you go. It captured it. So what I have done there in that moment, which was like midnight, I pushed already the n8n workflow. So this n8n workflow that you see is already pushed. But as I may have mentioned, I don't know if it was in the last 12 minutes when I mentioned or not, is that this n8n workflow is not a very good n8n workflow. So do not copy this as the go-to n8n workflow. Why? Because it sometimes can fail, and we have seen it fails sometimes. It may generate a move that's not a correct move. So the best way is that you connect it here, back here, and then you put some sort of a logic here to put a retry number in this. And it's not perfect. I'm just saying that. I'm not going to prolong this episode by perfecting this workflow and then releasing it. But the chess engine itself is pretty much done. You can start from this game, and we spent some time more in those missing 12 minutes, and we saw the moves here, what we can do, and what sort of like moves AI would prefer. We switch the turns, and kind of Johannes gives some of his expert views from the AI making those moves and so on. We don't want to say that this is the best way to do chess engines, but this was a fun little project to do a chess engine with n8n, with an LLM. So it was a fun little thing. I want to quickly show you guys that this is done. It has all these features that you can already see that we built during the podcast. Enjoy the podcast. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you can get notified for the next podcast episodes releasing. Thanks so much for watching.